The OHL looks ahead at each of our teams as the 2023-24 OHL season quickly approaches. Joining me now is Peterborough Petes head coach Rob Wilson. Coach, you have the unique privilege of doing this interview from the top of the mountain. How different is it to prepare for a season when you're coming off of the high of an OHL championship?
You know what? I don't know if it's any different. Obviously, you feel proud of what we accomplished last year, but I don't think it's any different as far as your prep work and everything that's going on. I think it's the same, and you're able to also then to talk to the new guys about what it takes and the commitment it takes to win and stuff like that. So maybe a little advantage that way when you can talk to them and show them stuff of guys paying the price and sacrificing. And I think for us, that's kind of been a bonus. But the preparation and everything that goes with it's still the same.
I'm sure it's been a competitive training camp with so many new openings in the lineup. Who are some of the names that impressed you and earned spots on the team through that hard work and dedication?
Well, you know what? We had guys that were around last year that really went away that played important minutes for us, but that really went away this summer, and they've had great summers of training. And again, they were lucky, they were fortunate, they were around it and saw the commitment of a lot of our older players. And I think guys like Chase Lefebvre has really had a good training camp and came in great shape. And I'm impressed with Paget and McCallum and McHugh. I think all those guys are coming in with the right attitude. I mean, it's early. I mean, they've still got a lot to prove, but I think they've all come in with the right mindset of making themselves a full-time player, never out of the roster type player, and wanting to play a bigger role. So, I mean, all these guys have done a good job. It's early. Things change. You always, not every one of them will end up working out. It's just the way it works in hockey. There's only so many spots for so many players, and but those guys for me have come in with the right attitude and are looking to try and make a bigger statement this year.
On a few names that are returning this season, starting with last year's OHL playoff MVP in Michael Simpson. It must certainly help to have a veteran presence in the crease when you're on a team that's kind of rebuilding this season.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, Simmer's such a common influence. He's a good teammate. He's well liked by his teammates and the coaching staff. He's a very positive kid, and I think through training camp especially, he's showed a lot of leadership and stuff. So he's definitely a big part of the group and able to help out through the way he communicates with the other players, and especially young guys. He's able to really help, and he actually bridges a gap between the coaches and the players.
Connor Lockhart and Jonathan Malee both seem like veterans you'd be relying on to score some goals this season. Obviously, Owen Beck will also be trying to make the Montreal Canadiens lineup. But do you think there's some goals in that offensive group despite the guys that you're losing to graduation?
Well, we lost some great players. When you look at our group, like, with Otter and Stiller and JR and Tucker and Avery Hayes, and we lost leadership in Sean. So when you look at our group, we brought in Whitey too. These guys that are going, they're so hard to replace, and you're not expecting players to replace them. But I think Lockie had a great year for us coming over from Erie. Was able to go up and down lineup. Actually played D for us in certain games last year when we had a bunch of injuries. And I think he'll have a big year again. When I look at Johnny's a kid that I think is really underrated. He's a super smart player. Can play in every situation for us. Maybe, arguably, well, in our eyes anyways, one of the best penalty killers in the league, if not going to be the best this year. Competitive. He also has a scoring touch, so we'll be looking forward to seeing what he does this year. And then we'll see what happens with Becker. We wish him the best, and we're hoping that good things happen for him, and good things can come in a lot of different ways, whether it's there or here. So We'll see how it goes with Owen, and we'll play it by ear. But we still got players around here that are good hockey players.
Finally, on the back end, Connor Smith was drafted by the Anaheim Ducks. Sam Maillet has shown he's reliable on both sides of the puck, and Donovan McCoy is as steady as they come in the OHL. Can those guys expect to play a lot of minutes this season in the back?
Well, all three of them played a ton last year and did a great job. And I think, they probably all play between 20 and 25 minutes regularly. And I think with this year's group, we have a young decor back there with them. They'll probably be playing that many minutes again. And you know what? All three of them are great kids too. We're very fortunate. Like you couldn't get three better guys to bring a young team along. They're just really good people. And I think they're going to do great stuff for us on the ice, and also maybe even a bigger role off the ice. So we're super fortunate with all three of those guys.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time today. I wish you and the Petes the best of luck as we head into this new season.
Thanks very much.